What if you could go on vacation and get the money back? Hello and welcome to the Durham Talents channel. My name is Jesse Durham. For today's quick take, we're going to talk about vacations. You go on them, I go on them. I've done vacations a couple of different ways. Okay, so let's just dive right in on this. Normally, the one way of going on vacation is you put it on the credit card and you go. Maybe you have a plan, maybe you don't have a plan. Maybe you have money to pay the card off right away, maybe you don't. Okay, so the one way, of course, is to use credit. The other way is to set aside cash money until you have enough for the vacation that you want to take, and then you spend it all and you go on the vacation and you have great memories. I have great memories. You have great memories. Nobody's ever regretted taking a vacation. I had a business partner that used to, and he would do this in a very exaggerated way. Nobody's lying on their deathbed saying, gosh, I wish I hadn't gone to Punta Cana last year. It's not going to happen. So nobody's regretting taking vacations, although we might regret how we went about financing it. Because the average American is bleeding out interest dollars left and right. Vacations is one of those areas where we don't want to compromise. So many of us, I know I'll get to my cash is king folks here in a second, but I know that so many of us want to take the vacation, create the memories, but then we have to deal with the aftermath, the financial aftermath. And really, when you think big picture, how does that affect your relationships? How does it affect your finances into the future if you're paying interest on a vacation when you could have just been paying for the vacation? Okay, so be that as it may, let me jump to the cash is king, folks. Here's a big question I have for you. You're not paying interest dollars, which is great. You're saving up money. That's a great habit. So I commend you in that. Okay, but here's my question to you. I'm just trying to provoke thought. When you spend the money on the vacation, how many jobs, how many tasks do those dollars accomplish for you? Just the one, the vacation, right? Which, okay, what are you saying, Jesse? Of course I pay for a vacation. Here's what I'm asking though. If it were possible for you to take those same dollars and accomplish more than one job before you take the vacation, still take the vacation. I'm not saying don't take the vacation. I'm not saying change anything outside of, don't change your cash flows. You don't have to take any additional risk. You don't have to lose control. You don't have to work any harder. But if you added this one step to make your dollars more efficient, here's what it could look like. You could take vacations and keep the money. All right. So let me jump into what I share with folks. I share and encourage folks to become their own banker, to learn and implement the infinite banking concept. So the idea is that you can own and use a properly structured whole life policy with a mutual company that pays dividends. I know that's a mouthful, but a private asset for your own private banking system. Because see, whether you pay cash or use a card for vacations, you probably use banks and you put money in your banks. Your direct deposits go to the banks. If you're saving money, your savings accounts and such, those are at the banks. So what if you change that? What if you change that one step of instead of putting that capital, that money into somebody else's business, what if you put it into something that you owned and controlled, i.e. this properly structured policy with a mutual company that pays a dividend? So your own private banking system. And you build up your capital there in anticipation that you're going to go on vacation this year. It's 2024. I'm going to go on a vacation this year. We went on vacation last year, but here's the difference. We used to go on vacations, my family and I, and we did it both ways. We would put it on credit and we would pay cash for them both. The difference now is we use this private banking system to build up our capital in. When we want to go on vacation, we can access a compounding pool of capital to take our vacation. And now because we own this asset that's been growing our money, that's provided a death benefit for us because it is a whole life policy and lots of other features, we're accessing capital tax-free. We're controlling the repayment, which is pretty cool. We can do something monthly to repay that if we want. We can do something every quarter, however it is that we want to set that up, because it's an unstructured loan from our policy. But we're going to build back there. We're going to build back in the policy because we're going to want to go on vacation again next year and the year after that and the year after that. And once you realize that you could be growing your money, you could be compounding it while still having access for things like vacations, if that's what you want to use it for. You could also be doing investing, business, whatever it is that you just financing your own household. Everything's financed. Everything is financed. You could be financing your whole household. But if it's vacations, well, of course, it's going to make sense when we take vacation money from the policy. We enjoy the vacation, the pictures, the memories. We've got it all. Now we start building back in the policy from taking that vacation. And next year, we'll have more cash value. If we pay that back plus interest like we would have to the Wells Fargo's or the JP, okay, so to any of these other places, then we're going to have more capital next time. So if we could go on vacation and get the money back, couldn't we take bigger, better, longer, more frequent vacations? Quick calculation. If you just want to do some math, I think this would be fun. What did you spend on your last vacation? I think this will be really interesting. Think about this. What did you spend on your last vacation? Okay, let's say it's not less. Let's say it's not more for the next time. But let's say you did that same vacation once a year for the rest of your life. How much money does that come to? So again, the bigger picture we think, the better off we are. I don't care if you spent $5,000, $500, $50,000. Doesn't matter what the number is. Think about that number multiplied by that next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. How much does that come to? What if, I mean, really think about it. What if you could go on vacation and keep the money? Is that life-changing? I think so. So that's just my quick take. I know it's short, and if this is the first time that you're hearing anything about the infinite banking concept, I'm going to encourage you two areas. I've got a free presentation on my website that introduces you to the concept, and my calendar link where you can book a call with me to walk through your questions. And I'll encourage you to check out the book called Becoming Your Own Banker by R. Nelson Nash. So this has been a great pleasure for me to introduce the idea of going on a vacation and keeping the money. But I look forward to our next conversation, and I hope you have a great day. That's DurhamTalents.com. Take care. Hello and welcome to the Durham. Oh, my goodness, Jesse. All right.